Instinctively if this will feel right, but I feel, and I can see it, I suppose, in people around me, that it's an opportunity. Today is the full moon, and it's another opportunity to step back further from our old beliefs and opinions, who we think we are. It's the ego that attaches to this identity. And we then live within the walls of that identity, that box of, someone presents a political idea or, coronavirus or whatever it may be. And we have an opinion, we have a belief, and we live from these, we respond, we react from these beliefs. And a couple of days ago, I think, or maybe yesterday, I wrote a piece on Instagram, just a few words, about the full moon, that this is an opportunity to move, to double down on our work, uh, and really to move further into the unknown, to move further into who we are, as opposed to the identity and the barrage of noise, from the outside world. And what I feel really this morning is very clear for me is, I come from the world of identity and ego and being very argumentative and, having an opinion on it, on everything. And I still have layers of that in certain areas, in many areas. But there's, I'll read you, there's an old Taoist story that I can't open on my phone for some reason. And that might help make sense. A story of an old farmer who had worked his crops for many years. One day his horse ran away. Upon hearing the news, his neighbors came to visit. Such bad luck, they said sympathetically. Maybe, the farmer replied. The next morning, the horse returned, bringing with it 3 other wild horses. How wonderful, the neighbors exclaimed. Maybe, replied the old man. The following day, his son tried to ride one of the untamed horses, was thrown and broke his leg. The neighbors again came to offer their sympathy on his misfortune. Maybe, answered the farmer. The day after, the military officials came to the village to draft young men into the army. Seeing that the son's leg was broken, they passed him by. The neighbors congratulated the farmer on how well things had turned out. Maybe, said the farmer. So the purpose of this is to be in the middle, is to observe. And we're constantly testing ourselves with, the lockdowns now, the vaccines, and whatever the fuck else craziness is going on in the world. I got to be honest with you. Most of this stuff now just makes me laugh. I find it entertaining. Some of you might know there's a guy named Murray Rothbard, a great mind and a great writer, who wrote about economics and anarcho-capitalism, but an amazing mind and an amazing writer, and prolific writer. But he didn't believe in politics at all, but he still followed politics. And he found it interesting. He found it's like a game. It's like a soap opera. It's something. So for me, now I don't really follow the news at all, but I find it interesting. I find it funny. I find it entertaining. It doesn't really affect me. It doesn't really bother me. I'm kind of interested to watch the show. It's like watching a Hollywood movie, but I'm not really invested in it. It's not my life. So I feel that it's up for you to feel what your role is. And like, I really do stress to feel what your role is, because I know you think you have a role. I think I'm here to do this. That's not really what I'm saying at all. Uh, I'm anti-vax, I'm pro-vax, we gotta protest this, we gotta stop the elite, we gotta, you know, that's all ego. It's all ego. Peace can be had in any moment. You can be liberated and free in any moment, regardless of whatever is going on, in your country or your community or whatever. We can be free in any situation, any circumstance. That is possible. The reaction is the ego. And to observe what happens within your body when these subjects arise. Body closes up, tenses up. Maybe you get aggressive, your tone of voice changes. You feel constriction. Most people are not aware of this. They're not in tune with their body at all. They've no idea. People totally misunderstand what intuition or guidance is. They've no idea because they believe that fear is their guidance or anger is, oh, I have to protest. Oh, that's my guidance. That's not your guidance. Spirit's not going out in the world like reacting. Spirit's at peace. Spirit designed this. It's the human that's afraid. It's the human that's reactive. It's always observe the body. When any of these things come up where you feel like I'm going to go and do this thing, I'm going to go and meet these people, your body constricts. That's not spirit. That's the ego. If you feel your heart closing or you're afraid, that's the ego. It's not spirit. But there is a free place to be, to, like the Taoist story, of to observe this and see, okay, let's see how this is going to unfold. Millions of other people are out fighting and protesting and strangling each other. Good luck to them. I don't care. I honestly, genuinely do not care. It doesn't bother me, affect me in the least, because there's no wrong. As soon as I feel there's a right, that's the ego. Oh, I know what they should be doing. They should be doing this. And then if they do that, it's like, oh, that's wrong. They are doing the wrong thing. What? Oh, yeah, I know better than consciousness and God. I have decided, I've declared the universe has made some mistakes. If only the universe would listen to me and we could direct the universe in a far more healthy, constructive fashion. That's nonsense. It's all unfolding perfectly. People who need to have these experience with oppression and tyranny and authoritarianism, or ultimately giving their power to other people, that's cool. Like, that's what they need to get complete with. I've said before, and the purpose of the naming of this channel, Spontaneous Evolution, is about evolution, and it's about things being unfolding naturally. That's very different from, wanting to elect experts and leaders and politicians and so on, or gurus. We basically give our power to them. And what happens is our evolution slows down. We're no longer taking responsibility for our life. We're not facing the repercussions of our decisions. I make a decision, it works out more painfully. There's growth in both of those. Often people are looking for, oh, what's the right decision? There is no wrong decision. Doesn't matter. Pick one of them. Flip a coin. Doesn't fucking matter. Whatever decision or you take, there's no mistake or wrong. You learn from it and evolve through it, and it's supposed to happen. Like, we think we made mistakes. It's supposed to. So what's happening in the world is supposed to happen. It's purposeful. It's helping people evolve. But if we have a degree of consciousness and a degree of awareness and perspective to step back, we can decide, okay, I'm going to totally immerse myself in that turmoil and fucking chaos, and watching the news and stressed out and panic and arguing with our families and fucking going protest and kicking in windows. We can choose to do that. Or maybe we have a degree of perspective to go, no, so the things I'm going to do. I'll give you an example. I went snorkeling yesterday, never done it before. I'm going snorkeling again tomorrow. It's not because I'm in Mexico or have an amazing life or any of that. It's because I have a fucking choice. Or I could sit here for 3 hours and read the news. I'm not going to do that. I don't see anything wrong in the world. It's unfolding this way. We have options and choices. Part of the not challenge, but as I change, there's plenty of you who don't know the old me. And there's some of you who do know the old me, addictive, fucking very aggressive, very angry, argumentative. Spent most of my life on Twitter, like arguing with people. That's me. I'm not this peaceful, spiritual person. Like, this isn't my life always. I was a fucking very angry, unhappy, joyless person. And I've just had to work through that. Anyone can do it. So I suppose, to wrap up, it's that window of opportunity. And I really feel it from today, from the full moon towards the solstice with the end of the year, is another opportunity for me to pull back further, be the observer more, not have an opinion on this or that, because maybe the broken leg, the horses, the vaccine, the lockdown, the whatever else is going on, maybe, I don't know what's going to unfold. Ultimately, I don't care. If anything now detracts from my peace of mind, if I feel this is detracting from my peace of mind, that's a problem. I need to address what's happening within me, not go out and try and change the world. You spend many, and we have spent many lifetimes trying to do that. Oh, if I change the outside world, everyone will be at peace and I'll be at peace. No, fuck them. Let them strangle each other. I'm serious. Let them go for it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not bad or evil. It's called evolution. You did it. I did it. We all lived through this chaos. Now, some of us are getting complete with some of those experiences. So we're choosing not to do it anymore because we don't need to do it anymore. It's like something in us. I'm alcoholic. Something in me feels, oh, I don't need alcohol. I've evolved through that for now. So, with that perspective to step back, and when you see these triggers or family or news or whatever it may be, especially the end of this year, we're moving very fast into, and I totally believe it, a new world. This is a new, I spoke about it, I think last week. Was it my last video? I don't know. But it's an internal world. It's not the physical may stay the same, may get a lot worse. I don't care. If I'm at peace, my inner world's at peace, I'm at peace. I'm quite content and happy with that. And thus, I can bring that experience and wisdom to you if you're interested, or to anyone I meet in the street. I don't mean fucking convert them or awaken them or fucking bless them. I don't mean any of that. I mean simply be a peaceful person. How's it going? How's your day? You happy? I'm not happy. Oh, okay. And maybe be able to if impart some wisdom or experience if they're interested. If not, good luck to them. There are more of us gathering that are realizing, yeah, that old world is still there. Leave them to it. Let them enjoy it. You enjoyed it at 1.2, and so did I. Enjoyed the chaos and the stress and the anxiety and the anger. I enjoyed it for a while. Those days are done. There's little pockets I'm going to and continually encounter, and that sometimes take us off guard. But to have the continual practice that when they arise, that we can work through it and come back to peace. And ultimately in that peace is gratitude that things are well, all is perfect. It's just perception. The need, to change or save or awaken other people is really, why would I take all that energy and love away from myself to give it generally to people who don't want it? We've all had those experiences of conversations. I'm trying to wake people up. They're not fucking interested. They're enjoying the news and the masks and the drama, and fucking good luck to them. It's why Shakespeare was and is so popular. Drama, soaps, soap operas, Hollywood. People love drama, excitement. Oh my God, what's going to happen? Is he going to live? Is he going to die? What's going to happen? I can't wait till the end. That's what we're living through. Let them enjoy it. So if you have, especially over the last couple of months of the year, what's left of it, to, yeah, catch yourself when you find yourself invested in a story or a belief. Oh, I believe this. We're supposed to be free. I believe that. I'm come from the world of anarchy, libertarianism, which doesn't mean violence. It just means no rulers. It doesn't mean no rules. Anarchists generally, you'll find, are the most peaceful people. It's the media who use the word anarchy. That's a very different, when there's violence, like, oh, the anarchists. No, that's not really what anarchy is at all. But so I come from that world of trying to change things or change the political system. I don't really believe in that anymore. Most people don't want it changed. They're content. They want different politicians. They don't want the system changed. Good luck to them. Enjoy it. My goal is get free within me. Let the world be as it is. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for listening to you. The reflection, perhaps. Come join us on Sunday Zoom. There's links below, and you can get in touch and ask me any questions. It's a good place to be. And yeah, enjoy your day. Be well. Have some perspective. Observe, step back. Observe the reaction, the emotions in you. Are they you? Who's watching these emotions come up when these subjects are presented? That's the observer. That's the real you. Anyway, be well. Thanks.